One of the most decorated wrestlers in Utah State University history, Tom Foster once set a school record, winning 15 straight matches during his sophomore and junior years. He won 48 of his 60 career dual matches in 4 years and was 17-2 as a senior. At the end of that final year, he won the 191-pound class of the Mountain Intercollegiate Wrestling Association Tournament to qualify for the NCAAs. He earned All-American honors that year because he finished third at the national meet, the highest finish ever for an Aggie wrestler. Ladies and gentlemen, new Aggie Hall of Famer Tom Foster.
Well, when I graduated from high school in Pleasant Hill in California, I had played football and was all-league and had a number of honors in football. Really loved playing football, but I had excelled in wrestling. I was a 3-time Northern California state champion, and I traveled to Oregon State because they had a fine wrestling program and a good football program. And I walked on and told them I'd like to play football with them. And they said I was too small. And about that time, Tony Knapp and John Ralston had asked me to come to Utah State for a visit. And so I came up here and fell in love with the campus and the environment. And they said I could do both sports, because some of the schools that I visited said, you could come here on a scholarship, but you have to play one sport, not two, because if you get hurt, then we've lost you as a football player. So they agreed that I could play both sports, and so that's how I started. Well, the one thing I think, when I was driving in here, I kind of was remembering when I first arrived in Logan, which was in itself an experience, because that came by rail. There really wasn't a train. The train actually is out somewhere in the middle of the valley. It's a coal train. They drop you off out from Salt Lake City. So I called the coach and I said, "Hey, I'm here, but where's the town?" And so he said, "Well, there's another train that's it'll pick you up and take you around the valley, and it'll drop you off at the train station." Well, it did, but it was a coal train, and it made stops and dropped off cars all the way around. And I finally got there, and at that time I was so frustrated, I called him. I said, "Hey, come get me," But I've always thought Logan was kind of a magical place, and the one thing that I really look back on in terms of my career here was the quality of the people. So positive and great. Always it really made our stay here very, very enjoyable. I got a tremendous amount of help as a young boy, coming into a brand new environment, making a lot of mistakes. I had a lot of guidance and a lot of help, and a lot of people continued to support me, and that's a good thing. What was the highlight of your wrestling career? And he said it was probably winning third in the nationals. And actually, I was disappointed, because in my mind, I think if I would have wrestled the gentleman 2 more times, I think I probably would have beat him twice, because I had not been exposed to his particular style of wrestling. So I was disappointed. I was happy with winning the national championship, but I was just never taught to settle for third. And so while it was a good feeling, I still would have preferred to win first. Very humbling. I've never been one to really dwell on the past. When I graduated from high school and in college and whatnot, I had medals and trophies and these things, and those things always stayed in a trunk. I never put those out for my 2 sons to see. I didn't want them to compete with me. I wanted them to compete with themselves. And so getting a call, the honor, I go, this is good. I think it's important for them to see that now. That probably maybe wasn't so important to me then, but it's probably more important now as I've gotten older.